rivers freeze, turn a summer day to a snowy tease. Draconic scales that shimmer blue, an ice queen's game, I'll outplay you. Twirl into a storm, spin the world around, chilling every heart with my sparkling sound. I'm Serena Magic, I shimmer, I glow, where the ice winds whistle and the cold rivers flow. I'm a frosty comet, I'm a glacial spark, lighting up the sky in the icy dark. I shimmer, I glow, where the ice winds whistle and the cold rivers flow. I'm a frosty comet, I'm a glacial spark, lighting up the sky in the icy dark.
Welcome back, my lovely snowflakes, or welcome in if you're new here. Serena Magic coming at you today with some Fate. I am completely new to this, so it's probably going to be kind of rough going, but I am excited to have everyone dive into my world and finally try to expand on it and just get a lot of things done. So we are playing with my good friends Maru and Kazu, and then my lovely wife Celodex. And in the meantime, let us get into the maps here. Okay. And we are live.
I didn't do it. Where am I?
Celodex said, hee chat.
But yeah. This is just a lot to...
Fucking TTS. It's hi, not some Michael Jackson BS.
Hee. Reno.
What's up?
Question.
What is it?
Would you like us to roll in the Roll20, or would you like us to roll our own dice?
You may do whatever you are most comfortable with.
Actually, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yep. That'll
I need to
give
go.
a couple people some time to
do a thing real quick.
Figure some stuff out. Do you have your character sheet already done, Kazu, or are you still figuring a couple of things out? Well, at the very least, you have nothing put in on Roll20.
Celodex said, "For now I am just gonna worry about the one stunt. We can workshop Dragon's Blast later."
Yeah. Oh, and Kazu, you weren't here when I said it, but we are
How
doing
many
the...
D6s do I need?
4 of them, I think. Kazu, everyone's gone.
In no particular order, yes, you need 4d6 because you need pluses and minuses. 1 and 2 are minus, 5 and 6 are plus.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a character sheet. I can't find the time to do any of that shit.
Fair. But we are doing the 20 points for skills. Once you can't go above a 4 to begin with, but you can like have more higher skills if you want to, because sometimes being more specialized in a fewer things can be interesting. But yeah, if you go into the Roll20, we of course have the music playing currently. You have to go into your individual audio options if you want to turn it down.
I'm here to convince you to do
Celodex
shit.
said, "EW, I don't have 4d6 from the same set."
Skill issue.
Here, let me... You go pick D6.
Yeah, I forget that some people prefer their D6s to have the numbers on them, not pips. Yeah. You need to have your pipped D20s for your stat rolling for D&D. Fucking weirdo. They gotta be white with
I'm
black
sorry,
pips.
pipped D20.
Did I say D20?
You did. I was gonna let it slide. 'Cause
Yes,
I thought
you
it was funny.
D6s, I meant. Anyway. Hey man, I just had a skill issue, alright?
I know, Mario. I know.
You are a skill issue.
Indeed, I'm bad at everything I've ever done.
Totally. Not.
So each side would have to be at least the size of a domino to be easily readable.
That'd be a big
I said
D20.
easily. These are dice for the blind. You just thumb over it. Alright,
Hey guys, you know what dice I'm going to use for my D6s for Fate?
LVO
My
ones?
LVO dice.
So,
I actually have something really fun for this. Pop that up real quick while I rapidly thumb through Fantasy Name Generator to create a character for my create a name for my character. Okay.
Oh, you can't just pull a name out of your ass?
Not with, I need to have eaten and been up for more than an hour.
Celadex said, "Don't worry, Kazu. My character has 3 first names and 2 last names."
Just to be safe.
Only one set of which is an alias.
Anyway, hey, any particular name schemes I need to follow for this, or because I know you already use fantasy name generators. That chill.
Yeah, that's chill. I do tend to, for the Elven and Draconic heritages, go with Gaelic, and then people from Fairport, especially the nobility, have very English names.
That's fine with James Maximilian Ironwood.
How? Hey, how old is this world?
Pretty old, because so
Great.
the known history, the recorded history and the mostly known history goes back probably about 5,000 years. Pretty much everything before that is basically lost.
It's good enough reason for me to mix cultures for first and last name.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have a boost to my magic.
Let's do this. I like this. I like how this sets up. Delete that.
Celadex said, "Record history, 5,000 years. Actual history, yes, years old."
Basically.
Yeah, I just need an excuse to mix fucking cultural type names.
Yeah.
Because that creates backstory by itself, and I don't have to think too hard about it until it comes up.
But okay. Maro, you probably got on the ship from Mageacre using the river.
Likely.
Kazu and Selly, you most likely would have gotten on from Riverside City. Probably not at the same time, just because you're not necessarily having met yet, but... Or you just don't realize that you're supposed to talk to each other or whatever, but... Both of you probably would have had to get on the ship from Riverside City.
Celadex said, "For reference, elves follow the 'I live until I don't want to anymore' lifespan rule, and I am from an elven family that is at least 6 generations out."
Yep.
Need some extra aspect. But other and talents, I guess. But
Bro, I literally waited until today to make my sheet at all. So that this wouldn't happen. So everybody else will have their shit done. And I'd be the last one to have shit done. So that Rena could essentially just run a fucking session 0. And yet you haven't done shit. God damn it, Kazu.
He hasn't had time, to be fair.
Me and Kazu are gonna fight. With our tongues.
Fuck you.
In each other's mouths.
Fuck you, I have enough aspects to do this.
To be fair, I was waiting for Kazu to help me make my sheet, and then he was 30 minutes late today.
Yeah, fake character generation is actually so easy. I walked Ashley through it in 10 minutes. I'm like, yeah, the
And
only
once
thing we're
again, I
missing.
ask, talents. Read the fucking question mark, TTS.
They meant studs.
Yeah.
Okay, you had me worried I missed a step.
No,
Nope.
I've just misnamed them the entire time because my intro to this was the Dresden Files RPG, which was ran on the old edition of Fate, and they changed the names for everything. It's the only thing I haven't corrected somehow.
Pazu, you got some posture issues you haven't corrected too.
Fuck you.
You like that.
So, timing is always weird when it comes to travel.
It's your world. You can tell us however long it was.
Fair.
And then I'll tell you that makes your world too small.
Well,
And then I'll laugh at you.
So I was thinking possibly, since you probably would go basically at the base of this river right by Mage Acre, it would probably take a week to get from the river to Riverside City.
Depending on what's on your map, yeah, a week or two. But you're following the current out, so that makes it faster.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming the ocean isn't, like, flowing into the river. I'm assuming the river is flowing into the ocean.
Yes.
No, Mara is the area where water flows backwards, actually.
Well, it's already going from south to north. It's already defying gravity by going south to north. Like the Nile.
Uh-huh.
Kazu, I knew you understood that joke.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Mara, we're all in denial.
Okay, so you would probably have like about a week on the ship before it docks at Riverside City to resupply merchants to do trade from Mage Acre to there, as well as they are going to be leaving from Riverside City off to Fairport for some for just their normal trade, others specifically trying to get there for the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Would one of your family members have come on a ship to help retrieve you for this? Becomes the question.
Good question to ask.
Oop, didn't want to hit that button.
Then why'd you hit it?
Because I'm really good at aiming with my mouse.
Celodex said, "Okay, my brain is dead and I am overthinking this severely, so I want to make sure I have this right. With A+3 to will and physique, I would'll get 4 stress boxes for both physical and mentor. L correct?"
That sounds
yes.
correct.
Yeah.
So do I check the 4 on the character sheet, or put 4 in the max hash slot?
Are you talking about the character sheet on Roll20?
Roll 20 sheet.
Yeah, I think you would put it in the max number. I think those check boxes are for when you take stress.
In real life, this is giving the mental stress for a minor consequence.
While I'm slam firing a character down on the table, are you doing pyramid or no?
No. That's why I was trying to tell you before. 20 points. You can do a lot of them wherever you want. You can't go beyond 4. So you could have 5 at 4 if you wanted to. Just be super specialized in like 5 things. Because I find it interesting sometimes whenever people hyper specialize.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that also usually means that you're kind of crappy at a lot of other crafts.
I'm crappy at everything by default. That's something new. Have I gotten a point yet for defeating the DM with the sigh?
Okay, not to sidetrack, I do apologize, but doom scrolling Facebook while trying to do a million and one things at the same time. True story. I was assessed for ADHD, and after the assessment, the shrink said, "There's a lot of evidence that you have ADHD. The most prominent of which was that you already went through this process and were diagnosed 15 years ago and forgot."
So true, though.
Well, that's actually a rather funny way to get the diagnosis, I suppose. Just to be told you've done this before. You just forgot that you've done it.
Celodex said, "For those wondering, I am using TTS because my throat is on fire. I just didn't trust the TTS to read that properly."
Wait, I'm supposed to trust the TTS?
I probably wouldn't.
Only for important or funny things.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I reserve the right to remake my stunts when I've had more time to think about
Yeah,
them.
no.
You can pull shit from the SRD.
Yeah. All good.
I mean, I only have one stunt set in stone currently.
Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried about it right now. Okay, so for Maru, like I said, I need to know if someone came to get you, or maybe you had a friend at Mageacre or somebody. Are you accompanied by anyone? Or are you just on the ship alone?
See, I thought he'd just be coming alone for this particular trip.
Okay. That makes sense, because he is an adult now and all that jazz. But
Yeah, like he got a letter basically telling him, hey, you should come home for a little bit.
yeah.
There's stuff happening.
I need to restart my Vignon, apparently. It has frozen.
Alright, is that good? Tell it. Great.
Okay. So you're traveling down the river on the ship, just about a week long. Anything in particular you want to do during that week before landing in Riverside City?
He's basically gonna spend most of his time ingratiating himself with the crew. Not for any like nefarious purpose, but just because he wants to be in the good graces of the people that are controlling his food supply.
Dear God.
And make them think, yeah, if we've got extra shit to give out, we want to give it to this guy.
Yeah. Makes sense. So yeah, you just kind of familiarize yourself with the crew, get to know them. It's probably on a first name basis in a lot of cases, because that's just the type of person that you are, but I am not going to name every single crew person. I am not that insane.
God. Just name them. What could possibly go wrong, Rena? Just name all of the crew people.
Celodex said, "You married me. You can't claim you are not insane."
Okay, I'm not that insane.
Different type of insane.
This is there's levels to this shit conversation.
Okay, so the ship arrives in Riverside. Merchants are getting off goods, as well as some are bringing some on. There's some people that just get off in Riverside City, seemingly going on shopping trips. And this city is fairly large and literally just lined with stalls and shops and merchants, just bustling roads. Do you decide to look around the city a bit, or would you prefer to just stay on the ship?
Would you have had reason to travel here before?
Probably a little bit at least, because it is a major trade hub.
So if they actually are going to be, like, the crew's going to be here a while, essentially taking on supplies.
Yeah.
He's going to spend some time just kind of wandering some of the streets, looking at some of the shops, maybe buying a trinket or two to give to the myriad of nephews and nieces he has waiting for him back at Fairport.
Yeah. As for the two that are probably in this city currently, probably awaiting for this ship to arrive and then eventually leave. God. Brain. Ugh.
Celodex said, "Oh Lord, imagine if you had to go through unskippable ads to think."
Oh, you have ADHD?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Basically what it's like normally.
So, you guys have probably been in this city for a little bit. Kazu, you've been trying to find clues and, like, get any bites, but you have decided to instead try your luck elsewhere, where the information flows a bit more freely and for a bit less money. And so you had edited your posters to basically be like, hey, I know there's an event going on, so this would be a great inconspicuous way to meet. And so each of you would have, by some means, figured out that a ship leaving for Fairport would be arriving today and leaving late in the evening.
Celodex said, I am just keeping my head down until it is time for the ship to leave for Fairport.
Okay. So in the meantime, you do any of your shopping, any of your things you want to do in the city, and then probably within like an hour or so before it's due to leave, you would probably head to the ship to dock, to board, either as just passengers having paid money, or possibly you might have signed yourself up as a mercenary, or not mercenary, guard or something of the sort. You have managed to get yourself passage in some way, either through the use of your skills or through the use of your funds. You have secured passage on this ship. Is there anything in particular you would like to do?
Oh, there's something
As
that people would notice as they get onto the ship.
Okay.
There's a rather very conspicuous noble making sure everybody is well fed and well drank.
It is very much appreciated by
Celodex
everyone.
said,
on
I do
board.
my best to avoid the noble.
What did he do wrong to you? But oh yeah,
So we'll be leaving from like about here, and probably just the first couple of days of travel will go pretty uneventfully. Just your basic like ship travel, people singing like sea shanties and just having time. Possibly a couple of just little rumors going around of like what merchants are up to what, and like small time gossip of the sort. At the end of the, like partway through the end of the second day though, you start to see some clouds forming a little bit more. And then about midway into the third day of travel, a storm has actually stirred up pretty heavily. They seem to have taken somewhat of a turn for the worse. The sails are billowing heavily in the winds. The rain is pouring down on the deck, and just lightning and thunder is heard all around.
Well, mostly just staying out of the way, but offering help where you can, because magical talents help
Yes.
sometimes. Man,
Celodex said, I get seasick.
is this time to use lore for, like, helping with the fucking everything?
Yeah, that'd be good, I think.
I've read about this.
Yep.
Huh?
So that's a 4 total from the lore.
Okay.
My +3 plus +2 -1.
Yeah, so you're able to help actually quite a bit with getting things straightened out, even just like maybe even just a little bit of like calming people's seasickness and worries. As well as just honestly, more than anything, I feel like you'd be kind of the show of confidence just kind of calms people's nerves a bit. But as the half-elf is getting seasick, a short woman with bright curly red hair and pointed ears, just like probably like maybe 3.5 foot tall woman is like, "Don't got your ceilings on you, do ya?" And that was probably a terrible accent. God damn it.
Okay, hi, I'm here now for real.
So there's a storm going on, Kazu.
Oh god, don't put the storm here.
Celodex said, never really good stand traveling by boat hurls or by wagon for that matter.
I live by the sea, but well, I'll overland too. I just love travel. Don't worry about it. She kind of looks at you, sir? Whatever. It'll be over soon. Do you have anything you want to do to try to help with the stormy weather, riding the ship, calming anyone? Are you, like, getting seasick?
No. Probably, okay. Ha. Probably. If somebody looks especially bad off, my character will go and tend to them, make sure they're okay, make sure they can, have a place to throw up, but it's going to ruin everything. Just managed the worst crisis here.
Okay.
But I didn't seem particularly fazed by the actual waves.
Yeah. Okay. So after a few hours of just the tossing and turning and trying to get everything straightened, the weather does seem to calm down, and you're back to smooth sailing for the next few days until you reach Fairport. And when you arrive, there are multiple docks with ships coming through. there's a huge cliffside with tall walls above it, at the top of it, leading up, and at the top you just see this very large castle. And once again, for Maru's character, James, you in particular are home. On both sides of the docks are lined with merchant stalls, just tents from travelers and far and wide. It's honestly quite exotic, and you haven't even made your way into the city yet. The ship ports, and everyone is... The passengers are allowed off first before the merchants begin their stalk of having to go through customs with their merchandise.
Yeah, this place has customs?
Basically.
Do they at least get representation, or is it just taxation?
Well, this does seem to be tariffs, so it's import duties.
Yeah. It's mainly just to check to make sure people aren't bringing in illegal goods.
Oh, but I wanted the drugs.
No contraband here.
Yeah. But
And also,
whenever...
a very long portion of history was just import duties being the only income of the state.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. And looking up into the city proper, there is what appears to be almost like a drawn down bridge ramp that leads up into the city commons. At the bottom, there are a few carriages with signs stating that you can get what accumulates basically to taxis into the city.
I'm gonna go full modern airport here. James is looking for one with his name on it. Or just the Ironwood crest.
Yeah.
Celodex said, I reference the flyer to see where I am supposed to meet Kazu's character.
Which is great, because I'm gonna head straight to any kind of watering hole, tavern, bar,
Okay.
don't care what.
Okay, so whenever you go Maru, you see, you said you had how many brothers and sisters?
He's the 10th child.
Yeah. You see all 9 of your brothers and
Oh
sisters.
no, sorry, he's eight siblings.
Okay.
He's the 9th child.
You see all 8 of your siblings just waving at you as you come off the ship.
Any of their spouses or children, or just the siblings so far? This is an important question.
A couple of them have their spouses and children with them, but not all of them.
Alright, he's going to go up to the huge clump of family. If it is all of his siblings, he's going to walk up first to the youngest of his sisters, who I'm going to affectionately name now as Annabelle. And he's going to give her a big hug first, and then just down the line of siblings from his youngest older sibling to his oldest older sibling. which makes for a rather
Celodex
hilarious.
said, I make sure to avoid the rather large gathering of what I assume are obviously nobles.
Yep.
Hey,
Pretty obviously nobles, all wearing the same crest as the one that was on the ship.
Yep.
oh wow, look at that! Trouble! Let's not be there. I am fully aware that my quest for revenge may not be entirely legal.
Also, Rena,
What's up?
fun little note here. Because his siblings probably weren't lined up in age order, it is a very hilarious game of him jumping over certain siblings to make sure he does it in reverse age order.
That's great.
And then he reaches into his pack and starts handing out the gifts he got for the nieces and nephews, all personally wrapped with names on them.
Celodex said, actually hold on. Do I recognize the crest as having any relations to my family?
No. Due to the fact that they are Fairport nobles, no.
Okay, still avoid, but not like the plague avoid.
You guys also probably did hear him as he was walking, like as you guys were pulling into port and able to see the city. He'd be standing at the rail and you'd probably just hear him declare, "Land house, home sweet home." And then, he just kind of was probably the first person off of the boat.
Yeah.
This fucking guy, I swear.
He's also 18. He's still a kid, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Still, this fucking guy, like, affectionately.
Affectionately. This fucking guy, affectionate.
Yep.
I think Sully's character is this fucking guy derogatory.
But, there are a decent amount of people that are trickling into the town. As you go through the main part of the gate at the top of the ramp, you are stopped by someone who appears to be somewhat important. I have not come up with a name, so please don't bother me for it. But they basically ask you to state your name and your business.
To them or to me as well?
To everyone. As they come in.
Oh, that's probably handled by James's oldest sibling.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard, if you must know.
And also a bit of a dick.
Celodex said, Sifnos Longstrider. I am with the Adventurers Guild, and I am here to meet a contact for a contract.
Understandable. We do... because of the festival, we are doing an extra layer of security right now. So there is a spell we would like to perform that basically keeps you from harming others who do not wish to bring harm upon you. Do you consent to this?
Celodex said, Sifnos will seem nervous before saying, magic doesn't always go as intended around me. I consent, but apologize if something goes amiss.
Okay.
Do I overhear that?
Depends on how close behind you were.
I am 1000% eavesdropping and will roll whatever notice to see if I hear that.
I got like dead nothing to bonuses there, so a nothing, a 0. So probably not close enough.
Yeah.
And too distracted by the whole family
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, it's typically investigate. I will absolutely roll investigate to see if I overhear that. Definitely not fighting for first roll of the game. I'm a little curious how good roll 20's thing is, because if it's real good, I get to ignore my own dice setup.
It's all right.
Yeah, okay. Doesn't say what it was.
Yeah, it does.
So I had to...
You gotta hover it. You got a 0, a plus, and 2 minuses.
No, it doesn't say that I rolled an investigate. There's a big blank spot in black.
Weird.
You have your things labeled on top.
Yeah, it might just be the way I labeled things in the
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway. Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Was it this button I was supposed to press? Oh, it's the button on the left, even though it's attached on the right. Because their spacing is bad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it happens.
I'll take the 3. I'll take the 3 they wrote originally, it's fine. Cool, there's no round dice setup.
Okay. Yeah, with that, you would probably overhear it. That being said, whenever they basically just draw a sigil on your hand in a magical ink, say a few words, and the sigil disappears into your hand, and you are allowed to go on your way.
Celidex said, I go on through. Also, I am DMing you the reason for what I said.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna guess Kazu probably goes through next.
Probably.
Ah, yeah, gotcha.
Go up to the gate upon being asked, and he'll present himself as Admiral Fernblossom. Here to enjoy the party and seek out context for another great adventure.
Okay.
And definitely not telling anybody his actual reason.
Yep, nope. You will also be asked if you consent to the basically pacifism spell. If pressed, they will explain that if somebody brings hostile action towards you, then it makes the spell null for them, so then you can defend yourself.
I would love nothing more. Please do.
Okay, so they perform the spell and allow you to go on your way.
Celidex said,
Yep, I just
did
saw it.
send a second message in case you missed it.
And then James and his gaggle of relatives.
The gaggle of familia, yeah.
I know all of you have already had your sigil written for the festival, but your brother is not immune.
He actually literally looks at them and goes, "Ah, this one." I did some reading about it when I was, its development back over at Mageacre. A little bit of a nasty thing. It actually used to make the perpetrator explode.
We've worked out all the kinks.
I mean, I think it'd be safer if he still made the perpetrator explode. He just shrugs and holds out his hand.
Please do enjoy yourself, Sir Ironwood.
He just nods. Guy's got a sword on his hip, too, by the way.
Look, all I'm saying is, it was better when they just exploded automatically instead of having to go through
Celodex
trial.
said, Sifnos takes special interest in the noble talking about people exploding.
Judge Dredd ass fucking spell. Anyway.
The second you told me what that spell did, I had that in my mind that, like, at some point in its past, it probably, not on purpose, by the way, but probably did actually just make the person explode. And they went, this isn't really what we want, but, like...
Judge Dredd ass spell. Ah, you did a crime! Explode!
And whenever you end up in through the gates and onto the streets, you are just assaulted with these smells of food stalls. Not in a bad way, but there seems to be stalls from all different cultures, especially ones that are a part of the Northern Alliance.
James is taking very deep smells of the whole thing. Smells better than I remember.
One of your sisters will pipe up, "Well, you smell worse than I remember."
He takes this entirely in stride, lifts an arm, takes a whiff, and pretends to faint onto one of his brothers.
Still the same old whimsical James, it seems.
Of course. When was that going to change?
Thought you might grow some maturity.
He just raises an eyebrow. Why would I want to do that?
Well, we just thought we would meet you. We've all got... Some of us have duties that we have to do for everything, and others just want to enjoy the festivities. I heard the kids were going to some kind of petting zoo, I think is what they called it.
Be honest, how fast does James light up upon hearing petting zoo?
Oh, very quickly. Petting zoo? What do they got?
It seems that they have procured some friendly magical creatures.
Well, they're all friendly if you know what to do.
And rumors seem to say that there's, like, an entire room filled with cats.
Don't be dirty like this.
That might be the most terrifying part.
God damn it.
Celodex said, "Is there any indication other than this conversation about the petting zoo?"
Yeah, there'd probably be like signs up for it.
I'm going to also be 100% real with you. This conversation is not happening quietly.
Yeah.
They're not having a conversation. They care if anybody overhears. They are 100% having this conversation at just not a hushed volume.
Keith knows his priorities slightly shift, and he is heading to the petting zoo.
Are we keeping a buck? Yeah, same. Actually, we're definitely stopping by the petting zoo out of an immense curiosity before going to. wherever.
Also, I hate that I have to spell Sifnos as Keefnos to get it pronounced properly.
Yeah. Hey, Tails. I'm using that.
No, you're not.
So everyone's just going to the petting zoo.
Yeah, you put our petting zoo.
Hey, I'll be 100% honest. I completely made that up on the spot.
Uh-huh. We're idiots.
I'm sorry,
I
you
don't know
thought
if
the
you-
ADHD team was not going to go directly to the petting zoo?
Fair.
Correct.
Fair.
They have cats, Rita.
But you were talking about the ADHD team. Were you talking about the characters or the players? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys seem to find a trolley that is specifically heading to the petting zoo, which would be up in the farm area in the second ring.
Celodex said, "So in my last game I played twins, accidentally gave one of them my autism, and the other one my aged on cocaine."
Edged.
Thanks, text to speech.
Thanks, text to speech.
See, Kazu, this is why I'm convinced that 40k would not be improved by the Emperor having a text-to-speech device.
Still possibly one of the best series on YouTube for 40k.
That I haven't watched.
Okay, we're sitting down one day. I'm making you watch a bunch of things you'll enjoy.
So, for those of you playing the home game, anytime Kazu says something he thinks I'll enjoy, it's something he knows I'll enjoy. Because him and I are essentially the same person.
I only say think because I have very specific reservations. Things that are probably glossed over, and Maru will bring them up, but it will not impact his enjoyment. Like clockwork. It's incredible.
So, when you arrive at the petting zoo, you go in, and there seem to be a few different creatures, in areas with, like, caretakers just making sure that everyone's careful with them and not...
What's the most dangerous creature there?
You, probably, but...
What is the second most dangerous creature there?
Well, you do see off to the side, there seems to be some kind of little play area. And there are a bunch of wormlings flying around in there.
Yep, that's where he's going.
And you would know that these wormlings, you could tell these wormlings were not part of the zoo. They were patrons.
Yep, that's where he's going.
Truly, psychopathic behavior. Admit.
He's going to have a chat, man.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's an adult doing in here? There'll be like a psychic kind of voice in the room.
It's like gross, an adult.
Yeah.
He's just waving hello. He's like, sorry, I've just never gotten to meet, any kind of worms in person. So I just wanted to come in and say hi, basically. I can leave.
And as you're saying that, the figure of what seems to be an elven woman comes out, but as she comes forward more, you actually see that she has some icy draconic wings and glittering scales, and her skin is a pale icy blue. She just smiles and is like, now, children, that's rude. I'm sure they just wanted to see. I'm sure he just saw how much fun you were having and wanted to join in.
You just nods along. Well, certainly. I have a good spot of fun.
I do
Celadex said, wait, I missed it. What type of animal pen did he enter?
So it's just a separate little play area for kids, and there's a lot of wormlings in there.
I'm a brave noble idiot. Super smart, but not in the way you think.
Oh,
Like-
Keefnos totally went in with the wormlings as well.
There's like 5 wormlings, and then like there's some like elven children and dwarven children, and just different people playing. And the what you would probably recognize now if you have studied, especially James, as he has studied, is as a dragon-blooded. Just gives a bow and it's like, excuse my manners. I am Delsa on Adgid. Or I believe in the common tongue it translates to Dansa the Silver.
He gives a bow and actually responds in Draconic. A pleasure to meet you. My name is James Maximilian Ironwood. You can simply call me James. Please do not be formal.
Celadex said, does Danza or the wormlings give any special notice to me?
Is the dragon on your twin blade visible, or
Twin blades would be covered for now. But I am sure that Dancer would be able to sense them given their currently slowly awakening state.
okay? If she does notice, she does not visibly react. Other than to be like, another guest. I was just about to put on a performance.
What kind of performance?
Well, as my name suggests, I am a dancer.
Okay, Then I would follow suit and in Draconic answer, I am Kifnos. A pleasure to meet you, while giving an obviously awkward bow.
So formal, so formal. Let's see here.
And then, you know, James, who literally said, "Don't be formal, please." I was just introducing myself.
Where the frick is the stop button there? So, Delsa gets on a stage, and because of your experience with magic, you would see this. James would see the aether in the some of the aether in the air gather around her as music just starts to play, seemingly out of nowhere, and she starts her performance. And it's, even though you cannot feel it, it seems as though a frosty wind dances around her as well.
Excellent.
Kazu, does your character have come to see this performance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think we talked about this vaguely before, but whenever in public my character has a mask, so you can't really read his expression. Mostly he's hiding from bandits, but even here with the pacifism
Yeah.
stuff, he just doesn't trust people.
Celodex said, Kazu, did your flyer mention any way to know when I have found you?
No. No, because it was just a time and a place. Unless you really want to have that interaction out, in which case I can change that.
Well,
Nah, I'm good with whatever.
thank
Great.
you
This is funny.
for watching the performance. I am from the Isle of Avex myself. And so are most of these wormling children. Many of us hadn't gotten out much before this. It's been interesting since the Alliance has formed, and how much relations have grown.
And what must seem a remarkably short period of time.
Yes, especially for one such as myself, being of elven and dragon blood. Two of the longest lived. Races.
I can only imagine.
Celodex said, Kifnos would subtly shift awkwardly at the Elvish and Dragon Blood comment.
That being said, I am but, one generation removed from my dragon ancestors, so a little bit more dragon than elf. There are some that are far further removed from their heritage. And I feel like there are others that have even forgotten.
I do not know how one would forget such a thing.
More uncomfortable awkward shifting.
Time is an interesting thing. And while most of my people have not lived beyond what everyone seems to remember, in fact, I don't think anyone that I've met personally has the history. It can... Thousands of years can get many things lost. I've only had a couple of hundred myself.
A few moments of indiscretion can lose much as well. I can't imagine what thousands of years would lose.
I do hope you enjoyed the show, though. Dancing is my calling.
It was most lovely.
Oh, dancing and music in general. But there is music in everything, you see.
Music and magic.
Ah. And sometimes
Celodex
music
said,
is
subtle
magic.
nod.
I would dispute that, my lady. It is always magic.
You are correct. I really do hope you enjoy the festivities, though.
There's a reason to be back home. How could I not?
She just gives a nod as she twirls around and returns to the stage again, starting a new performance.
Keefnos would give a polite slight clap.
Okay. Okay, is there anything else that people might be particularly interested in?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He probably recognizes them from the ship, but chooses not to
Yeah.
Celodex said,
make a point of it.
Keefnos would 100% be spending all of their free time before the designated meeting time at the petting zoo.
Okay.
Yep, like comparison of showing up early to the beat just to vet people as they walk in.
Okay, so the tavern would actually you would would you be meeting at a tavern or possibly at the main adventuring hall of Fairport?
I'm trying to pick a place that would be discreet in a crowd. So, if there's a spot to eat outside the area, but not too far outside the area. Like if there's a less crowded section, where he's not trying to avoid the party, he's just picking a spot that's quiet.
Yeah.
And,
So you
when-
you are able to find a table that is the area is fairly empty. The only thing really going on is there is a stage being set up for probably some later performance. It appears that they have some kind of contraption with just fabric hanging down from it.
Lovely contraption.
It basically just looks like it's a giant, very thick beam, and there just is a piece of very long silk draped and tied onto it, reaching from the beam all the way down to the stage. But other than the stage crew doing some setup and different things of the sort, it is mostly quiet. And there's not a lot of people frequenting the area as there are much more festive parts going on.
Celodex said, "Out of game. I know this would be one of those circus acts, but I can't remember what it is called. The mid-air rope dancing."
It's the aerial silks.
Yep.
But the festivities continue on, and you are able to sample any foods or anything that you desire until the time of your meeting comes.
As it's half one half play and one half pleasure, but he does grab everything he's allowed to. And he's okay. Hold on, we gotta do this as a character, not as a set of actions. Okay, so fucking he walks up and down stalls, finds things, tries to take as much as he can that he's allowed to take regardless, but he tries to take as much as he can surreptitiously. While stall owners are distracted, little bits and pieces are disappearing.
So the
James
majority...
is stopping at almost every stall that has trinkets to just get more gifts and candy for his nieces and nephews.
Yep. So the majority of the food stalls are giving away like minor dishes free of charge as like samples and just to be like, we're here to share our culture and celebrate. They seem to be mostly being paid by the castle for this festival. There are some like more in-depth dishes and like things available, and there are merchants, especially for like jewelry and toys and things that wouldn't be apt to just give away, as they are a bit more permanent.
Or what?
This will be funny. Start grabbing food.
Yeah, more.
Come in behind you.
Yeah, most of the services and temporary goods are mostly free unless there's something like extremely premium, and any permanent goods are going to be, of course, sold.
But I assume if I ask nicely enough, whereas character will start chatting up people while grabbing food.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, this is home and he hasn't
Yeah.
been here in a long time.
And while the shop owners are distracted, and even though they're free to take, we're absolutely sneaking in and just at every stall you go to.
Alright, I'm probably going to notice this pattern of this person fucking following me.
He's being discreet about it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but there's only so many times you can find one person coming around behind you before you go.
He doesn't do it that often. He probably does piss. He probably pisses off when he notices that you notice. To be honest, like, oops, game's run too long. Bye.
No. You know what I think would be really funny?
Huh?
It would be you could just ask me to help you out. Just very subtly said.
Just walks right past and grabs another treat as though there's absolutely nothing wrong. Huh? Oh, sorry, was that for me? No, thank you, I had it.
Raise eyebrow. Alright. And just nothing. Just as if nothing happened.
And then, as he gets closer and closer to the time for the meet, again, he arrives early so he can catch people as they come in.
Yep.
But, with a pile of food at a table, with his mask laid down beside it.
Celodex said, Kifnos would endeavor to be 5 minutes early to the meeting time to give a look around the meeting place. See if I see anyone who might be suspicious.
Man stuffing his face with food, with a mask sat next to him. Not the most suspicious thing, but...
Not the
certainly
least
that
either.
way. Yeah.
At a party like this, that would just be a Tuesday.
It's really the mask that makes it stand out.
Am I misunderstanding? I thought masks would be common at this festival.
I might be the one misunderstanding. I didn't talk too much about it ahead of time.
Not necessarily. Because it's a birthday celebration more than anything else.
Yeah, it's a birthday celebration for a princess.
Yeah. Specifically a coming of age.
Hey, a party's a party.
Yeah.
Get some food. Enjoy it while you can.
But yeah, you
Celodex said, "Yeah, Keefnos pays no mind to the masked guy stuffing his face other than noting he got off the same boat as me. I would get some food, and at the appointed time, just pull the flyer outer. ND place it on my table." TTS really does not like more than one line.
it really doesn't.
It really doesn't. Sorry.
Hopefully by next week I won't be coughing every 2 minutes and I can just use my mic.
And the tavern that you are in is called the Gilded Lyre, like the instrument.
An important distinction.
Rena said, "The Gilded Liar."
And there are a few patrons about, though not as busy as it would usually be at night, as the festivities have taken most of the people. There are mainly just some regulars who kind of want to be in more of a quiet area at the moment.
The stuffing face full of local cuisine because he hasn't been here and he's also quite hungry. But as time approaches, and likely around the time Keefnos shows up, I will abandon the food at the table, grab the mask, and sit in a dark, shadowy corner.
Ah, yes.
Find the darkest, shadowiest corner you got.
Yep. Like, shit, roll of life. Hide in the corner, get a mask. Yeah, I'll also flip a copy of the flyer, in case people are keeping an eye out for it. Sally's character, this is really obvious after they come in.
Celodex said, "Keefnos just looks at this happens, looks down at the flyer, looks up at Kazu's character, and just holds the flyer in the air."
Get back in the... Come closer, take a seat.
I go take a seat at his table and say, "Huh, what are the odds?" They say third time is the charm. Boat, Zoo, tavern.
Well, of course, if we leave from the same boat, we will take some stops together, of course. Oh. Should have probably tried to respond.
One second. Ears are stuffy and I can barely understand Kazu.
If we come too closer to my mic, it can possibly be a little louder as a result.
Much better.
Okay.
So what did you say?
I'm gonna rephrase it because I have the chance. Well, of course, if we leave from the same boat, we make the same stops on the way.
Keefnos says, "Ay, this is a big festival. Making the same stops seems more like fate than just random chance."
Oh, roll credits.
Ah, gosh.
I'm glad about two things. I got to make that joke, and everybody got it.
And I'm not disappointed in you for once. Incredible.
For the first time in my life, Kazu is not disappointed in me.
I just have one major question. Are you comfortable buying a small butchered animal?
I said it around a character because I think I might be missing a reference.
In character.
Okay, great. Oh gosh, is your character obviously gendered?
Male.
Okay. Well, sir. Oh, accent. Hello. Well, sir. I believe that we do this all the time, no? He gestures to the half-eaten table of food that he did.
Yes, but a freshly butchered animal, or one about to be butchered, would serve the purpose better.
Why this
We would
conversation is
also
so
need
perfect.
an out-of-the-way place. I want to help you, but I have a theory I need to test first.
Emerald stares down the other person for just a moment before remembering. Oh, are you the one who has problems with magic? I believe I heard you on the way in.
Problems is a bit of a stretch, but when dealing with officials, it is best to give the necessary information. But if I am right, magic has nothing to do with this. OOC. I wait for Kazu's character to respond.
Yeah, I don't know why this conversation is throwing me for such a loop. It's fairly straightforward.
I mean,
Good conversation starter.
I have that effect on people.
A good icebreaker.
You just hit me in a spot that I haven't considered my character in, so. Yeah, alright.
All good. It's just my character isn't going to volunteer information about to themselves until they are sure about the situation, and they are a bit to the point.
Yeah, I understand. And the conversation has definitely affected Everil. Like, the demeanor has changed. But, yeah. Alright. Very well then. Now we will get you your animal, and we will find a nice quiet place. In exchange, you will come follow me, yes?
Agreed.
Very good. I don't see anybody else coming. I would expect them to be here by now. I have no time to deal with late people, so...
Kifnos goes to the barkeep and asks where the nearest butcher is.
And Avril goes to reclaim some of his food. He was enjoying that until time started.
ah, that'll be just down the way.
Down the way, Kifnos asks,
We'll just kind of point. It's like you saw on the second rung that the farm with all the pigs and cows and everything. Butcher's set up right by 'em.
Kifnos nods, grabs, and my apologies if I say this wrong, emerald, and goes to head to the butcher. Kazu, that would be you.
Yep.
Did I get it right? Is your character name Emerald?
Everyone, grabbing the copy paste real quick. Because I'm too lazy to take my art shirt.
Kazuma said, Averil Fernblossom. Celodex said, understandable.
Yeah, my arm shirt, so I don't want to take too. Right, where were we? Yep. Off to the butcher we go! Be real funny to bump into a noble on the way.
On the way, maybe.
Not me, but just like, oh, there he is again. Huh.
It's almost like we're supposed to run into each other.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's preordained.
That's a
Like
long,
fate.
that's a long, yeah.
Roll credits.
Celodex said, once we get to the butcher, I ask about buying a medium-sized pig, preferably not yet butchered.
The butcher will just kind of look you up and down. It's like, an odd request to be sure, but probably not the oddest I've ever heard. What you getting up to with this animal?
How like you don't.
I just prefer to butcher animals myself. My mentor was peculiar about how he wanted his meat cut, and it stuck with me.
We've all got our peculiarities. It's respectable. And
I
he
point to Averil and say, he will be footing the bill.
and he'll give out like a reasonable price for a hog. I don't want to try to come up with that right now.
Understandable.
A reasonable price for any time or a reasonable price during a festival? These are different numbers.
During any time. It seems obvious that the, you will notice that, there don't seem to be any price hikes despite the festivities. Almost as if just...
Illegal.
yeah. I'm sure that King Alric was probably like, this is a celebration of my sister, not an excuse to extort the people coming.
Who says that?
Huh?
The king.
The king about a month or two ago.
Who happens to be in the butcher shop? What?
Oh, no.
okay.
That's kind of just why the prices would be everyday
said,
reasonable.
That was an in-general
Okay.
statement,
Yeah.
not happenine in-game.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was confused for a second there.
Yeah, no, dead.
Are there any fireworks or anything similar going on?
Yeah, once it got dark, there would be a fireworks show. The aerial silks show starting.
I take the pig and Averil and try to find an out-of-the-way area where there are not any people, and wait till the fireworks to set up my experiment.
Okay.
If you do not mind me asking, I'm not well versed in this magic thing. What is this thing we're testing?
I beg your patience, but I will explain everything if my theory proves true.
Shrug, fair enough.
So you set up your little experiment.
Celodex said, I take out my twin blades, which Averil will notice look very well made, fancy, and shiny. Then I point the blade toward the pig, and in a practiced way with my other hand fire my gun H. Hidden from sight. After which I ask, is this the same wound you found on your father?
Oh, I see what's happening here. Arnold takes a moment after processing whatever the hell has just happened. Takes a moment to really investigate the wound. Takes out a couple distinguishing features, the unusual puncture-esque wound, and gives a very firm and silent nod. Roll dice to make sure that I know what I'm talking about.
Celodex said, 1 second, babe, can you shift to Maru for a minute?
Yeah.
We need to get your uniform in the washer.
Yep. So Maru, fireworks show going off.
Fireworks show going off. Anything else I need to know?
Brain. My brain is not working.
Okay. How much of it is aided by magic and how much of it is practical effect?
Oh, it is 100% magical.
Okay, he's going on and on about the magic used in it. I'm also treating magic like software code. A bit of an acid thing trying to figure that one out. Because they sometimes it would just explode randomly, given certain conditions, before the magic left the area for the casting. Lots of injuries from that.
Sorry, everyone. It's just this needs to get done.
But the explanations are actually a couple of one of your nieces and one of your nephews has kind of gathered around you for the fireworks show, basically attached to your legs, and they're like just oohing and awing at your explanations, even though they really don't understand what you're actually talking about.
Kid exciting versions of the explanations, not the, actual tragic explanations of what's happened.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else.
Hey, one of those explosions sounded a little low, actually.
Quieter, from a direction that you may or may not expect.
Yeah, in case you wanted to come investigate.
Yeah, he's gonna find a way to get them to stay with their parents and, their cousins. And go investigate the weird sound.
Okay. So you come across these two and a dead pig with an odd wound.
Unfortunate to see that the spell backfired on him. He's looking at the pig.
Well, you see, I believe my associate here was trying to show me something.
Did they succeed with showing you whatever it was?
Yes.
Celodex said, "How quickly does he come across us? Because I, as a player, would prefer to have done my explanation before anyone else arrived."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, in character.
Because it would have taken him a bit to figure out how to shake his family, his young family members, and make his way to where you were.
Kefnos would show the firearm to Averil, separate from the twin blade, and explain. This is a very rare weapon. Originally designed to bridge the gap between magic users and non-magic users, its inventor deemed it too dangerous to introduce to the public just yet. What this means is that finding your father's killer will be difficult to do, partially due to the secretary surrounding the weapon, and partially due to the possibility of concurrent invention. But when we do find them, it will be easy to prove. Not many even know of the existence, let alone how to use it. My mentor tasked me with following rumors that someone had been spreading the design. And your flyer piqued my curiosity. Needless to say, I accept the job.
Very well. And a brief but firm handshake to seal the deal.
And this is when the noble finds his way over the ridge.
OOC. No suspicion that I might be the killer.
You would have shot me instead of showing me.
And as casual and whimsical as you like, by the way, for the noble.
So,
Upon hearing footsteps approaching, Keefnos would hide the gun, but leave the twin blade very visible.
Bless you. The noble seems to either not notice the twin blade or to be ignoring it intentionally.
Can't really tell which.
Notably, he is wearing a sword, but it has the crest of his family on the hilt.
a useful thing to have.
Ah, you were from Tay Boat, and the zoo, and the tavern.
Tavern?
Yeah, not tavern.
Tavern, yeah.
Not tavern.
Other side of the festival of grabbing trees.
Yeah. It's like, I thought I'd recognize you. Wondrous bit of magic, eh? And he's just looking up at the fireworks display.
Just getting the fucking stare down. Yes. A lovely display.
Big sigh, like, isn't it quite a wonderful way to celebrate? Big community.
Yes, indeed. I can do something minor like it. Keefnos will just flick the twin blade, which will ignite with Amy this colored flames, but nothing quite tart spectacular.
That's amethyst. Because the freaking TTS is stupid.
Yep. I'll be right back. Yeah, food.
Yeah. A wondrous bit of flair.
Sorry, dying over here.
Yep.
Kifnos will ask, so is there something we can help you with?
Why would you ask that? Do I seem like I need help?
Waiting for Kazu, because at this point the social awkwardness will take over Kifnos.
That's fun.
Hi.
Welcome back. Kikos asked if there was anything they could do to help the noble, and the noble just kind of responded to them with the, "Why do I look like I need some help?" Because he's a cheeky shit.
Yeah. No, you don't think he walked away from a perfectly good time.
Heard a strange sound.
Celadex said, Kifnos would just kind of stutter a bit before looking at Averil.
Absolutely no offense taken or given. Fucking everyone gives us very quick glance like this is gonna happen a lot. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he quite literally is just like, "Oh yeah, just pretty strange sound. Thought I'd come see what it was."
Well, I've been awkward first. We're just enjoying the company. That's perfectly good pig.
He seems to just nod very solemnly and starts to say a funeral rite. Little pig. Like just in an appropriately silly tone too. Because he knows there's more going on here than what's being told. But he just isn't prying. It's kind of a, you know that he knows that you know that he knows kind of deal. But he's actually making it very obvious. Yeah, don't actually care. Not gonna pry. None of my business.
Celadex said, as the noble does the right, Kefnos will just start butchering the pig, making sure to pocket the balling as he does so.
Does anybody have any words they would wish to say about our lovely friend, Pig Farthing? Tales of his daring do and such.
He was a blast to be around.
Alas, we hardly knew you.
Many grand adventures were his in life, traveling far and wide across the fair city.
So I don't know if you'll want to
He
use
shall be
this
missed.
right now, but this would be a well-known funeral poem.
No, he's not going to use that
I know.
now because he's mostly
Yeah.
just being
Yeah,
a
I
little
know.
silly. Whimsy and childlike wonder.
Yeah, it wouldn't really fit this right now anyway, but I wanted to share
Yeah.
that.
Celadex said, so, Kefnos will be actually butchering the pig, which is a process that takes 3 to 5 hours.
Oh, don't worry, he's not going to say that the whole time. He's going to finish his, silly little funeral rite, nod solemnly and say, well, should either of you need anything, my name is James, I am of the Ironwood, and, well, just ask if you should need anything. More than happy to assist and provide. And he gives a big, formal, sweepy bow, and then just turns on a heel to leave. Not asking either of their names, because they did not offer them.
Only a little bit, Faye, huh?
Say again?
Only a little paranoid of Faye, huh? Just,
Only a little,
giving
yeah.
out your name willy-nilly. Don't wish to alarm you, but there's one at the table right now.
Yeah, but she didn't ask for my name, so...
Yeah, you just gave it away.
No. See, they have to ask for it, to take it. It's one of the rules.
Yep.
Celadex said, after the noble leaves, Kefnos will look at Averil and say, sorry for that. But I think you can understand my need for some secrecy. The name is Kefnos Longstrider. I am an official Y registered adventurer, and I look forward to helping you on your journey.
Also, if you both introduce yourselves to the elf dragon lady, he already caught your names. Just to make that clear.
It's okay, I didn't.
I was more just mentioning because I know he got Keith knows his name. But again, essentially has high charisma, so knows better than to just say something about it.
Yeah.
Celodex said, JSUT, the first name for the Dragon Lady.
Yeah.
So, how does Averil react to all this? Including the fact that I am probably arms deep into butchering this pig now.
He comes from a village. Butchering isn't really... He never was taught, but it's not really like a new thing to him. He's more concerned about the officially registered adventurer thing. Probably not a problem, but he isn't.
You wouldn't need to be. You are just the client. Escort Missiason are common in the guild.
For sure.
It's just, this is potentially a very long escort mission.
Yeah, I'm being escorted to my father's killer. Eventually.
It will be fine as long as you don't walk faster than I walk, but slower than I run.
Hey, at least I stop walking if you go out a distance to loot, okay? But I do make snippy comments.
Hey, listen, I as the noble will travel at exactly faster than you can walk and slower than you run.
Apparently, I might be going on a business trip.
To where?
I don't know for sure. Haneen texted me, do you want to go on a business trip Monday through Wednesday this week? I said I could be down. Especially since, by what I understand, the business trips are just paid.
We can talk about it after session.
Yes.
Stream. Really, TTS? You don't say slash.
Nope. But, okay, so I'm guessing you're gonna get through all that and probably retire to, like, an inn room or something. And, of course, James will likely retire to his home, to his family's estate.
We'll be continuing to entertain small nephews and
To an
nieces.
inn room, making sure the majority of the butchered meat gets donated to any local orphanages.
Okay.
Unless, of course, for some reason, Averil wants to keep the meat. He did technically pay for it.
I don't think he has any plans to actually cook any of it, nor any ability at this current time, so nah, go for it.
I didn't hear it, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'm done with now. Hi.
Sorry, chat. We're trying to nail down some of the specifics of what this business trip would entail. Namely, is it an overnight business trip, and would I have to drive her to said business trip, or would a coworker be taking her?
But, okay, and are you two going to stay in the same inn room or separate?
Separate.
Separate.
Okay.
Was to not draw as much attention to ourselves.
Yep. So, sometime during the night or when you wake up, somewhere in your belongings when you're getting ready, you find a note. Each one of you finds a note that says, find a way to attend the ball.
James just finds all his really nice clothes and gets a nicer scabbard for the sword.
Yeah, you just go.
I'm pretty sure my mentor would have already secured me an invitation, given that my other objective for coming here was to, meet the king to ask about my dad.
I'm going to sneak in, I guess.
Or you can call upon that noble you know who said, if you need anything, let me know.
You know what? As soon as he finds out that he can't just walk in, that's probably what happens.
But yeah, so Keefnos will... Dear God, I thought my throat was doing better. Anyway, Keefnos will dress up in his formal attire. The only fancy outfit he has, which also is technically recognizable as a guard for a elvish noble family, but I'll burn that bridge when I get to it.
Well, fortunately, James won't say a word about it. He'll just see it and go, nice. Just move on.
Yeah.
Now that being said, sorry, go ahead.
Everyone gets this note, looks it over, and goes, I don't know what this means. I'll just arrive? I guess?
Keefnos is fully thinking the note is from Everell, which, by the way, did you ever introduce yourself? Because you were like happy that I accepted and we shook hands, but I don't know if you ever gave me your name.
I thought I gave you my name at the tavern. Regardless, when we shook hands, we definitely traded.
Okay.
Which actually would have happened in front of James. So, but anyway.
No, that would have been just before James got there.
You might have been in earshot for it.
Oh, you know what? That'd be fair. But, like, that might also be part of why he didn't ask for either of their names. He just already caught them.
You would have already had Keefnos from the dancer, but I would not give my full name because I heard the footsteps. with my
Yeah.
half-elvish
Avril-
years.
Avril does not trust people and does not willingly give out his name because he's, trying to fight a particular band of bandits. That's a
Yeah.
great way to make a name for yourself in the bad way.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's just really funny the way James's discretion works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in which case, Keithnos will arrive.
Celodex said, Keithnos will arrive to the ball entrance and proceed to scan for Averil.
Yeah, per the ball entrance thing. Uh-huh. Thanks, Fox. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, Avril has a couple avenues available to him. He's going to try to sneak in because he just tries to sneak in anyways. The easiest way to not inconvenience anybody, except guards. But failing that, yeah, we're gonna go seek out James.
In what way do you go seek him out?
And do I run into you before you find James?
Cousin.
What? Hi.
In what way does he seek out James, and does Keithnos run into him before he finds James?
We're just looking for you, both in the ballroom as far as you can see, and out in front of it. Just looking, not asking around yet.
He'd probably be running a little late because of the gaggle of nieces and nephews. Who he seemed like, if you actually, you'd probably see him arriving with the gaggle of nieces and nephews, and he's stopping to make sure that all of their clothes are like positioned the way it's supposed to be before taking them in.
Yep. Then, yeah, I will walk up to James. Probably while he's distracted. Because it's just instinct. And I don't think James is going to be undistracted for a little bit regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, so presumably I would take notice of the gaggle and see Avril approach.
Yeah.
At which point I will go to approach Avril.
Yes. Everybody's
Gasp.
We get the gang back together after a party from last night. Anyway. You get a very polite, attention-grabbing cough.
He's adjusting something on one of his nephews, like, real quick, and then one of the nieces probably looks up and goes, "Who's that?" So James looks and goes, "Ah, that's my friend." which he rises and says, "What can I do for you?"
James, is it? I find myself being inside the ballroom today.
You're in luck. We happen to be going there. Avril?
Yes.
He looks down at all of his nieces and nephews and goes, "All of you, pay attention. This is Avril. Now, Avril," he puts an arm around his shoulder and just starts introducing rapid fire the gaggle of children behind him.
The discomfort is clear on his face.
Keepnos will have arrived in time for to hear Avril say that he needs to get in there, but will wait until the introductions are done before I approach and go, "Avril, if you didn't have a way into the ball, why did you ask me to meet you there?"
Ah, yes, all of the subtlety of a brick with this one.
Yep. That's okay. We love him for it.
Yeah. Yes, that quite indeed. Why would you make a request of such a nature if you didn't know if you could get in yourself?
Okay, real quick, because I can retcon if need be. Did the note make any mention of being secret about the note?
Not necessarily.
Okay, then yes, I'm blunt as a brick.
Yeah, all the subtlety of a brick. It's great. It's fantastic. It works great.
Okay.
Out of character, what's the best way to keep a secret? Convince everyone you can't keep a secret.
And so I don't tell it to you. So you never know it. Therefore, you've kept it.
Not tell it, yeah.
So yeah, so I asked that, got called as subtle as a brick.
Oh, no, not in character. That was out of character, but yeah.
Oh.
No, James is much more polite than that.
Okay, then yeah, I'll ask that of Avril. I believe you said that James would ask Avril that.
Yeah,
About that.
it's like,
Okay.
yeah, why would you ask somebody to meet you at a ball you did not know you could get into? And he's just making a show of scratching his chin and making it a show for the little ones who are now giggling and laughing along.
I also received a note. He pulls out a piece of paper. Doesn't show it, just demonstrate that he got one. Trying to spare the kids a little bit of intrigue.
Y'all will notice Keepnos just kind of pause and then ponder for a bit as he tries to figure out if Avril didn't give him the note, who the hell got close enough to sneak a note into his bag?
At the mention of a note saying to like meet at the ball, James's eyebrow goes up, but he doesn't really say anything about it. He's just like, "Well, neither of you seem to have escorts to go in with, and that simply won't do." And he just picks the tallest of his nieces and says, "Here, you'll escort them in." And he's like, "Come along." And he's just leading you guys along with the gaggle of nieces and nephews.
Okay, Keepnos will make sure to have his invitation ready just in case the mentor arranged for anything specific to be on it. My mentor's kooky. I have no idea what goes on in his head.
Yeah, James essentially gets up there, talks to well, obviously, like, the herald, and is like, "Yeah, I brought a couple of friends with me. I hope that's okay." It's basically.
Keepnos will speak up and go, "I don't think they'll have a problem with admitting me," and hand over his own invitation.
To which James just puts his hand to his forehead and goes, "Yeah, okay." Now he's thinking all the subtlety of a brick with this one. Because this is what, like, to him, a very quite obvious, just let me fucking do the talking moment. And just...
Out of character. Yes, I know, but I do
No,
have
no,
side
it's
objectives.
great. It's absolutely perfect
I
for
love
like the way the characters are interacting.
it. Yeah.
Somebody somewhere has to give James a headache, otherwise it's not believable.
Yep.
But and then I watch to see if the guard gives like any signals or anything of that there's anything special about my invitation.
You don't notice any indication.
Okay.
And hilariously doesn't seem to be giving over any kind of invitation. He's just showing up with his family crest on his sword.
Yeah.
And, a gaggle of nieces and nephews.
How observant is James?
Pretty.
You will notice that while I am wearing what is obviously like meant to be like noble guard uniform, the place where any relevant crest would be has been patched over.
Yeah, he's noticed. He just has the subtlety of not a brick. And so he just hasn't said anything.
Well, excuse me for giving you more information.
But as you guys walk in, and all around there are just dignitaries, noble men and women, as well as just, it seems like there's like emissaries from different parts of the Alliance. Dalsa is dancing on the floor, less in a much more graceful manner than she was at the petting zoo.
I scan the crowd to see if there's anyone from my family.
James also very quickly makes an apology and says, I have to make a bunch of introductions to, people from various noble houses to my... He does a quick head count of nieces and nephews, and then just seems to grab one out of thin air that seemed to have been walking off. Nieces and nephews. I hope you find whatever you're looking for. And he just kind of nods, gives a bow, and walks off with his gaggle behind him.
So
and seems to be immediately accosted by other nobles.
So you
that
do
he's
not
introducing
see
kids to.
anyone from your family specifically. However, you do notice two elves in striking red gowns that you might recognize possibly. They are the the current matriarch of the let me get this name again. The current matriarch of the Rubinich family and her younger sister, Erina.
How close are they to my family?
They're one of the founding families. One of the other ones.
Okay, let me change that to say, would I have any reason to believe that they would report me to my family?
No.
Okay.
In fact, you probably wouldn't be known to them specifically.
Perfect. Then I act like there's nothing wrong.
Because your family kept you fairly secretive. You weren't really ever taken into the courtly graces or anything like that. With the other high houses. And then right after you come in, there's an announcement from the Herald of Sir Fellerin Saphir has arrived as a high elf with red hair dressed in blue garb. The symbol of House Saphir on his sword, his shield, and on his jacket. And anyone who knows of the Elvish politics knows that this is the first prince of Elfborough.
Would his presence be any reason for concern?
Not really.
Then I can continue. Then I continue on like everything is fine.
Yep.
While internally screaming, "This is fine. They have no reason to recognize me. This is fine."
Yeah, his sister has a tendency to keep him out of the loop.
Yeah, James is finishing his introductions to some of the other court nobles when his siblings finally deign to show up. And he's just like, oh, okay, I'm returning the gaggle to their assigned parents. So he can actually go and, talk to people he wants to talk to instead of making introductions for his nieces and nephews.
And then the music stops for a moment as King Alric and his wife, Serena, come out to greet the guests.
I found the self-insert character.
Huh?
It was a joke. Don't worry about it.
He said it was a self-insert character.
I said I found the self-insert character.
You clearly missed the self-insert. That was Dansa.
No, the joke was because of the name.
Yeah.
Yes, I am aware.
Once again, subtlety will brick with this.
And the queen, looking strikingly similar to the Prince of Elfborough that just walked in behind y'all. Looks strikingly, is heavily pregnant currently. And Alric addresses everyone. As you know, I am King Alric right now, but today is not about me. Today we do celebrate my younger sister Adelaide. She will be joining us later as she is getting herself ready for her debut into adulthood. In the meantime, me and my wife would love for you to enjoy the festivities. And find yourselves among friends. And he just will give a bow, give a little wave, and the music will begin again. The queen will join the area, and the elf that came in behind you will seemingly seek her out. And as they get closer, they look almost identical. It becomes very obvious that these two are twins.
Hey, Kazu. How nonchalant is your character playing this off? Kazu.
Oh, what? Hi.
How nonchalantly is your character playing this off?
Probably pretty good. He's good at getting into places, and it's not always about being a sneaky little shit.
Yeah, sometimes it's not just walking in the front door.
Just act like you belong there, and most people won't question it.
Yep. He looks out of place, but he doesn't look like he feels out of place.
What is the fanciest thing Avril would have to wear to this?
Well, he wasn't planning to go to the ball, you see. So he probably just has plain clothes, and that's the best he's got.
Also, how much does Avril know about noble culture?
He knows the stories.
Okay, so the fact that I randomly have fancy wear would not really register with him as anything. Got it.
No, not really.
Well, your character
nice-
is suspicious about everything. So if you knew I was somehow connected to noble families, you know it would set off alarm bells.
In his mind, he doesn't have much to begin with. He has nice clothes, just not here now. But his nice clothes aren't going to be as nice as other people's because he comes from a small village in the middle of nowhere at an outpost town. Next to an outpost town. Like, his idea of the wealth that a city brings is far removed from reality. Helped, not the least of which, how do I phrase this? That's a bad way to put that. Which goes thoroughly unaided by the fact that the first couple of people that he's met have all had money.
Also, what's very fun here is that, like, the contrast of, hey, I didn't expect to be coming to the ball, so I didn't bring my fancy digs, versus the noble who knew he was coming, who has literal sapphires, like, in his cufflinks.
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of like, yeah.
But yeah, the festivities continue, but Failurn does go up to Serena and is like, "It's good to see you again, sister. Mother sends her regards, of course." She once again asks when you're going to end this farce and return home. Serena just sighs. It's like, does she truly believe it's a farce and not that I am actually in love? I'm carrying the man's child, for Pete's sake. Yes, but you know, Mother.
James wandering by with a spare cup of wine that he is notoriously going to offer to the Queen's brother and say, "Who's Pete?"
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, he's going to offer a spare goblet of wine he has, because he has one for himself, offers the other one to the brother of the Queen, and just says, "Who's Pete?"
Who's Pete?
Yeah, because she said for Pete's sake.
Oh.
She's met him before, and he recognizes her. So she knows he's a bit of a shit.
Keith Nose would be awkwardly hovering about as well.
Ah, James, it's been a while. Back at the academy at Mageacre, right?
Yeah, exactly. 4-ish years now, I believe.
Lots changed, I will say.
Not you. More radiant than ever, actually. Just as radiant as ever, actually. For you, sir. And he's offering the goblet to her brother.
Thank you, sir. You wouldn't know it, but my sister was supposed to be Queen of Elfborough, and she threw everything under the way when she ran off with Elric.
I may have heard the story. Sit.
Will you just tell Mother once again that you are much more fit to lead Elfborough? I am much better being here where I don't have to have all those worries. James, you know it's bullshit that she doesn't have any
Yeah.
worries. But
Obviously, no worries in Fairport. Sip.
I don't have to think about policy or anything like that. That's taken care of by other people. I get to just be with the one I love.
Real big sip. Some real none of my business level sips.
Yeah. And spend my time in luxury without any worries.
That actually gets a nod and then a sip with the no worries part.
Now, do enjoy the party. And if Mother wants me, she can come get me herself.
Drains the rest of the glass.
Only the correct answers from James.
Correct answers only. Task pass.
But the party carries on for a while longer. Dancers are offered, and the queen, being as heavily pregnant as she is, mainly sits off to the side and rests.
Yeah, he asks her one question.
Yeah.
How is the king's sister, by the way? I met her once long ago when I was... Stops and actually thinks for a second. 6? So 12 years ago?
Ah, she's wonderful, just as idealistic as ever.
No, it's good, excellent. It's been a very long time. I seem to remember us getting along fairly well. Until she decided to jump a picture of water on me. That was rather funny.
Well, to be fair, she has matured out much since then, because she would have been 4, I believe, by my math.
I think your math is correct. But no, it'd be funnier still if she did it again now. It'd be like an old time thing.
I do not believe the others would, I would find it quite amusing myself, but I do not believe the others here would be as, amused by such a show from the lady.
He shrugs. I seldom concern myself with the opinions of others.
Noticed.
I have sent questions in DMs.
Oh, to you guys. Okay. I'm like, what?
No, to you, babe.
Huh?
Oh, fuck, nope, I accidentally sent it to Tanky.
Oops.
Whoops.
Good work.
Okay, now it has been sent to you.
Also, James was essentially playing a game of take a drink every time the queen lies.
Whatever.
Drink.
Only lies of convenience.
drink.
Sorry, I'm poking Rena for more backstory.
That's fun. But during session probably isn't the time to do it.
No, it is somewhat relevant. Okay. But
With that info, I would just still be satelliting as much as I can.
So, with the festivities going on, someone does tap you on the shoulder, Keithnos, and seems to be about to try to talk to you about something when the music stops and a herald speaks out, announcing Her Royal Highness Princess Adelaide Blythe. And everyone turns as the princess comes down into the throne room, or into the ballroom near the thrones. And I didn't create a whole ceremony for it, but there's like a coming of age ceremony she gives, and she addresses the people. It's been one moment, I need timeline thing. It's been 3 years since my lovely brother has taken over here, and we have been thriving since. I am so happy to be coming of age in this time of prosperity that we have here. I know a lot has changed over the last 3 years, but honestly, I feel like the change has been for the better. When we lost our father, we thought all was lost. But my brother found a way to push through and bring our fair city into a new age of prosperity. So to Fairport, and just as she was about to take a drink, the lights go dark.
Okay, like, how dark are we talking?
Like magical darkness dark.
Okay, I'm immediately firing out some magic to counteract this.
Where the hell
This
is my
is-
freaking...
This is some absolutely nope shit going on here.
Where the heck is my thing?
Don't lose your thing.
Can't lose your thing.
That's just unpleasant.
I had specific music for this and it's gone.
Ah,
There we go.
That's 6 for that Arcana, by the way. To try to counteract.
As you let out the magic, the lights do come back on. The darkness disappears. However, the princess is gone. And rising up from the floor are shadowy figures. Seemingly just forming into almost humanoid shapes, but not quite. And rushing at the guests.
Yep, twin blades are out, amethyst flames are on.
If I find I can draw my sword, the sword is drawn.
The sword is out, but it's more dancing with magic than it is dancing with his martial ability.
Okay.
Do I know where Keepnos and Avril are?
I would be close by to you, so you probably would have. You would probably know my last location before the darkness went out.
Yeah. Who else do I see that I know can fight? That's nearby.
The queen is already being escorted out by guards. And Alric has drawn his sword as well as, so has, the two elven noblewomen in red and the, prince from the elven land, as well as a pair of chakrams are now in Dousa's hands.
What about my second oldest brother?
Yes. Basically, anyone who is able to fight and doesn't have other things that they need to do, like getting their families to safety, has taken up arms.
Excellent. James is going to do the one thing that he does better than pretty much any of his brothers. He's just going to shout real nice and loud and say, he's just going to just start directing traffic while he's aiming some magic around.
Okay.
He's like, Keepnos, position on my left! Admiral to my right! And like he's shouting an order to his older brother, by the way, which is for most families would be a huge breach of protocol. But his brother trusts him. And he's just like, protect those that need to leave, escort them away. And he's moving towards the shadow figures.
And it's so each time you seem to hit one of the shadow figures, it seems to just dissipate. But then another forms elsewhere until they all are getting closer and closer to the center of the ballroom. And then they seem to meld together into this giant shadow.
Are we going to be switching to a combat map, or...?
Technically we can.
Okay, is one needed?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I am gonna go ahead and... I technically should have already been on this page, but... I don't have tokens for most of the people. It's just... mainly here for reference.
Yeah, I was about to say, to be fair, it doesn't look as if it is quite scaled either.
Yeah. Yeah, it is not properly scaled. But,
And he's going to give an order essentially in Elvish right after all of that, by the way. The rest of you, help me beat them. And it's just like, that's just the last bit of command and gives it in Elvish. And for most people in here, they've never actually seen James be serious. He's always had this very whimsical, very playful, very just whatever kind of demeanor, and now it's just cold.
Yep. And as this one conglomerate shadow forms, it speaks. Zula shall return and take you all.
We'll see about that. What language did you say this in, by the way? Does it say this in?
It would be in common.
We'll see about that. Just in common.
Ifnos will mutter under the breath, so the only one who hears it is probably James, but just says, "Oh great, another one to add to the list."
Okay, I'm not 100% sure how to actually run this, if I want to run this fully as a combat or not, but
How long should this combat take, and what time does Maru have to leave for work?
All very good questions.
Mara has to leave for work in about 20 minutes.
Then I say we start here next week. And that'll give you time to actually review what...
Yeah.
Well, I say you, for you and me to review combat rules.
Yep. But yeah,
It's
that's...
not terribly complicated. You roll the attack and defense. Basically, that's it.
You have to get the 4 actions, just attack and defender, normal actions anyway.
Yeah, but it will also give me time to workshop Dragon's Blast in case I have a need or desire to use it in this encounter.
Absolutely. I would also like
So-
to use my
Stunts.
stunts. Thank you.
Oh, don't worry. I already knew what I was going to do with my stunt. Like, that's my first opening move. It was literally going to be an action. It was literally just going to be magic overwhelming, burning all 3 fate points.
So, what'd you guys think?
Good. I like it. It is not the worst first session I've ever seen.
Can't comment on session quality because I'm a dunce, but I technically already knew where this was going, so...
Fair enough, fair enough.
I mean, technically, we all did. We were all kind of given the premise of, how the game was going to start out, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been Rena's sounding board for this encounter for 2.5 years. So this is, for me, this is a session 0 that was 2.5 years in the making.
Yeah.
Well, this was actually a session 1. This wasn't a session 0. Too much happened for it to be a session 0.
Fair.
Either way.
I guess I should also find someone to raid.
Probably.
Yeah, I very much like the big shadow monster thing. It's kind of cool that I got to show both ends of James's personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just those 2 very wild extremes from each other. On one
Hey,
side,
babes, you don't happen to have a raid target for me, do you? Because I can't find anyone I feel like raiding right now.
I will DM you the target name.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and go to the ending screen.
Snowflakes whisper secrets in the breeze. Arena dances with the trees. Wings of frost, she weaves the skies. A laugh, a sparkle, her eyes see disguise. Serena magic, queen of frost, gliding where the stars are tossed. Her world's a shimmer, frozen dream. Serena magic, supreme ice queen. She pirouettes on clouds of snow. A playful wink, the winds will blow. Her touch can freeze, her smile ignites. A draconic fairy, queen of nights. Oh, the moonlight bows, it knows her name. The aurora hums, joins her game. She carves her stories in the ice. Her magic wild, her heart precise. Selena magic, queen of frost, gliding where the stars are tossed. Her world's a shimmer, frozen dream. Serena magic, supreme ice queen. Through the frost, she'll leave her trace in every star, in every place. A draconic fairy, bold and true. Serena magic,